Oh my God. Hello. Welcome, Mrs. John. And Lucy, Princess of Darkness, is here, of course. Hey, look, you guys know this is a splash screen for 5 minutes, right? Come on now, Lucy. Hang on, they say. Wait, why do we have to wait for you? I don't know. We gotta light the candle. Of course, that's the most important part of this thing. We can't have a ceremony without a candle. Right. But what kind of ceremony are you doing? It's a secret ceremony. Secret ceremony. Ugh. No, it's not. It's just alive. That's all it is. But I wanted to start with this, guys. I wanted to start with this. And I think Tyrone is going to probably want to say something a little bit later, because, tomorrow is October 13th. And, it's a very special date. Not quite as special as some other dates that are coming up, but tomorrow is a little special. So, anyway, he's releasing 1907 Part 1, and I guess Tyrone, it's in purple vinyl, right? Yes, Master Nature is in fucking purple vinyl. Now, how many times do I have to tell you that? And the garden already knows. The garden already knows what's going on. You have no idea what's going on here. And, we ain't going to believe at that point. But, anyway, I'll get to my promo in just a little bit. But what are you going to show the garden in your quick, not your quick, it's probably going to be quick. Just like everything else you do is quick. And the ladies don't really like that. They really don't like that. And, excuse me. Hey, is it midnight yet? No. Anyway, carry on, Master Nature, carry on. All right. Thanks, Tyrone. I always can count on you for your wonderful introductions. But no, I want to start with this. Here we go. And remember, I'm going to have to cut this out, my lovelies. Lucy and Mrs. John, remember Empress and the Darkness and Princess and Queen. All right, here we go. Now, I got to turn the lights off a little bit. That's what you're listening to. Yeah. Wait a minute. So you're like, wait a minute. What am I doing on here? Why am I listening to this garbage? No, it's not garbage. It's good music, right? Anyway. Master Nature, do you ever actually have a plan when you do these lives? And I'm like, well, not really. I don't. However, Empress. I like Empress. I love that word, by the way. Empress. That's a really good word, by the way, just saying. Anyway, excuse me. It is. Great word. Great word to start this live off. Empress. Empress. Love that word. Love it. First thing I wanted to do, though, is I kind of wanted to shout out. Here's what I want to do. I want to shout out all the creators on here, on YouTube and YouTube land, in this case, who are going the extra mile, okay? And they're putting in FOIA requests, right? FOIA. I hate that freaking phrase, but whatever. Anyway, that's not my problem. Well, it is my problem, because I hate it. But anyway, no, but they're going the extra mile, and they're paying money out of their pocket because Moscow, Idaho is a piece of shit state, by the way, town, state, whatever. Yeah. And I'm saying, no, I do watch some people's things. Yes, I do. And I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money here you guys are paying for getting access to this information. So I just wanted to say thank you, because you know what? Well, they're going the extra mile and paying money out of their pocket to do this stuff in this corrupt piece of crap case that we've been looking at, right? So, hey, we got to shout that out. I mean, I'm just saying. You know, some of this stuff costs a lot of money, and I feel that it should not cost anything. Well, everybody feels that way, I'm sure, but it shouldn't cost a fucking dime. It really shouldn't, because, well, there's a couple reasons why. Well, you say, no, Master Nature, because, well, Moscow police, they employ people, right? And so we got to pay them for their time and their archival abilities. Yeah, well, this is public information. That's one. Hey, how about that? It's supposed to be public information. Yeah. The problem is we have to put a request in to get it. That's one. Yeah. Okay. Well, then you say, well, you got to pay administrative fees to get it. Okay. Well, yeah, but then here's my counter argument to that. Right? Well, the state of Idaho can absorb that cost. Right, Governor? Right, Governor? Governor? Hey, well, how about this? Governor? Fuck you. Right? That's reason two, because the state of Idaho, I think, it can absorb that cost because it's public information. Public, which means everybody can have access to it. So why are we charging people $1,275 fucking dollars for shit? Or why are we charging people $127.50 for shit? When we're dealing with public information that's free. Okay? Oh, well, we got to pay for we got to pay for people to look shit up and to make sure we can release it when it's public information. All this kind of crap. Yeah. Well, that's two reasons. Yeah. I mean, how many do you want? Anyway, the whole point of this little rage rant is thank you to the people who are covering this case on here and who are actually going the extra mile and doing this. I mean, yeah, that's fantastic. In the ideal world, right? Ideally, right? This is ridiculous. This is absolutely fucking ridiculous here. It really is. And yes, I see what you're doing, guys. Yeah, I do. Now, I'm not going to comment on things a lot, but I pay attention, at least. Yeah, I do. There's a few creators on here I really, really like. Really, really like. And I'll watch their stuff whenever I can watch it, and I'm not going to comment on it necessarily, but But hold on to your hats, folks. Boy, I'm going to drop a nuclear fucking bomb on you tonight. Oh my God. Now, I've been doing this for 3 years, okay? And I'm going to drop a bomb on you. I'm going to drop a bomb on you tonight. Oh, yes, I am. Now, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to show you the same information that you've seen before. And I'm going to put up some fancy shit, and you'll be like, oh, my God, you are the greatest thing since sliced bread. Holy shit, where did you come along from? Right? Oh, my God. No. Nah, whatever. Hold on to your hats. I like picking pepper out of fly shit. I like that one, too. That's kind of funny, actually. Kind of funny. It's like that. It's like a folksy saying. It's like folksy, right? When you say, "Well, we're gonna be picking pepper out of fucking fly shit." Well, that's kind of charming in a weird way because it's folksy, right? It's folksy. That's what we call folksy, eh? Right, folksy. Folksy. And guess what? There's a little charm to this. It's called charm. Little phrases like that, they're charming. They're charming. We got to say they're charming. But what are we doing, though? What are we doing? What is this live about, you say? Well, we have hammers, don't we? We got hammers, don't we? Now, listen. Guys, I am not shelling out $1,275 to Moscow, Idaho in any means, by any regard. I'm not giving them any fucking money whatsoever. In fact, I hope the whole fucking town goes down. That's what I want. I don't want to give them any money whatsoever. Not in tourism, not in anything. Not in public information requests. Fuck you, Moscow. That's how I feel about them. I really do. Everybody a part of this case in Moscow, Idaho, I hope you fucking burn to the ground. That's what I want. And you should not have a fucking police department. I mean, this is absurd. It's absurd. It's absurd. It's absurd. It's fucking absurd. And it's absurd that creators on here have to pay that kind of fucking money to that shithole fucking little dipshit fucking evil fucking town that's run by one single entity. It shouldn't be, but that's the reality of things, right? But I'm just saying, I would not give them a fucking dime if I had to. However, that's why those creators who are doing it, that's why we have to acknowledge them. That's why they're doing it. Because they also want to know what the fuck happened in this case. Yeah, for sure. So I wanted to at least acknowledge that, because I'm certainly not fucking paying any money to Moscow in any fashion, any way, any regard. I hope they choke. Actually, I hope they choke on the fucking money that they make. I really do. I hope all the money that they take in from this shit, I hope they fucking choke on it. I really do. It's ridiculous, this case. I've never seen a case this freaking ridiculous in all my life. In all my life, I've never seen a case this freaking ridiculous and twisted and upside down. Upside down. That's a great way of looking at this. Yeah, for sure. Fucking hell, man. Anyway, sorry, guys. We'll call that the intro rant. Yeah. But no, I understand it. I get it. No, but I hope Moscow dies on their money. I hope they choke on their fucking money. That's what drove this whole thing to begin with. Yeah. How much can we make? Or how much? No. Let me clarify. How much can we cut our losses? Right. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you, Moscow, Idaho. Anyway, speaking of Scarlet, and Gone with the Wind. Yeah, because I know there's some, I got some Gone with the Wind freaks out here. Wait, and of course, remember, if you come into a live of mine, you gotta remember one thing. One of my weaknesses, I don't know how to read the chat. So keep that in mind. Do not be offended. Okay. Oh, Satar is here. I love you. Satar. Vaughn, I love you. Who else do I love? Oh, God. Nadia, of course I love you. Oh, my God. Princess is always here. Uncle Princess, of course I love you. But you piss me off sometimes, Princess. Just saying. Anyway, I gotta wipe the spit off my phone. How do you like that? Now, what did I do? It says transmission aborted. I'm like, oh my God. All right. Here we go. Taste, didn't you? Little taste of Scarlet. Yes, you did. But. What are we doing? I keep going back to this. Guys, I keep going back to this. Here's what I keep going back to. This kind of stuff. Yes, I do. I don't know.
So we'll cross that bridge when it gets there.
Yeah, we're going to cross that bridge.
You guys get all of you however you guys can, okay? So you were here last night. What time frame were you here through now? Were you here the whole time?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Except for when? Who's this guy? Look at this. Look at this guy. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about this guy. I don't know. Well, look. Now let's analyze this hat for a quick second. The body proportion is weird. Look at it. Anyway, excuse me. We're not here to analyze commercials. Sorry. We should. We should. We
Guys,
should.
it's September. We're getting to
Well,
the end of summer, and we've got a lot of leftover.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure. Can I check my phone? No, you can't check your phone. Oh yeah. Hey, no, that's wait.
I forgot you're here, man. Do you want to hang out here?
I forgot you're in my car. Oh, there you are. Hey,
I don't know how much.
Jack Decor.
Right now?
Jack Decor. Jack Decor hanging out in a police car for no reason. Yeah. Hey, why? Why? Why are we hanging out in a police car by our own choice? Hey, the last place I want to be is in a police car. That's the last place I want to be in. I'm just saying. But this person, Jack Decor, he wants to hang out in this police car. And you know what is interesting about Mr. Jack Decor? Well, you guys know this. His apartment is only about a couple blocks down the street. So it's not like he walked 3 miles to get up to the crime scene. Oh, no. He lives right down the street from his ex-girlfriend. Now, the problem with Jack Decor is here, with this guy. Yeah, big problem with him. Big problem. Now, what I think Jack Decor is doing, what he did was, first of all, he downplayed his heartbreak. He downplayed his sadness. He downplayed his anger towards the situation with Kaylee. That's what he did. He didn't tell his friends, and he didn't tell the other roommates. And he kept that to himself, this prick. That's what he did. But it comes out in certain interviews. And the most important piece with him is it comes out with Kaylee herself. When she describes him to other friends as her child. Her child. This guy right here. Her child. That's an interest. Again, I keep going back to the same points over and over and over again here. But that's an interesting description for your ex-boyfriend. It's my child. Again, I can interpret that as this is a baby. I'm looking at it's a man, right? Well, not really, but I'm saying this is a baby here. I'm talking about a baby. And babies, what do we know about babies? Well, they're temperamental, first of all. They're temperamental, and they cry when they don't get what they want. They cry. Now, Kaylee, what do we know about the dynamic and her situation that we've been told up until this point? What do we know? She's going away from him. Permanently, probably, to Texas. That's what we've been told. So, can this guy, this baby, this child, can he handle that situation, ladies? Can he handle this situation, ladies? Can he? I don't know. I don't think so. I really don't. Now, again, he downplays things. Because, why do I say that? Because in interviews regarding him, everybody says, oh no, they had no problems. There was no problems after they broke up. Like the third time they broke up, there was no problems, though. We hear that a lot. Okay? So, it leads you to think, oh, of course he's not going to be upset about anything. Yeah. No. Not with him. He either has to be the most laid-back male I've ever heard of in my life, which I doubt it. I highly doubt it. And by the way, yeah, he's still sitting in the police car. Yeah, just saying. Again, what are we doing? What are we doing here? We're sitting in a police car. The last place you ever want to be in your life is sitting in a fucking police car. Unless you have some sort of, I don't know, fetish for sitting in police cars, I would not want to be near a police car. Ever. Well, that involves me, anyway. Just saying. And the last place I want to be is sitting in one. Voluntarily sitting in one. Let alone involuntarily sitting in one. Duh. But anyway, yeah. So, no. He's got some problems, this guy. He's got some problems here. But he's smart enough. He's smart enough, though, to downplay that problem that he has. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Oh, anyway, Jack Decor. Now, listen, guys. When I first started looking at this case, okay, welcome, sir. Sir Equinox, welcome. Welcome all. Yes, of course I miss everybody. I don't know what the fuck I was going to say. But at first, when I was looking at the shit that was going on in this case, at first he wasn't on my radar. He was not on my radar. He was not. I'm like, Jack Decor, fuck. He was not. Nah, come on, give me a break. But I'll tell you what, the more I watch this crap and the more I see this stuff, I'm like, wait a minute here. And when I read through all those documents that we saw, right? I don't know here. Then I started thinking that. I was like, well, I don't know about this guy. I really don't. And then I'm like, you know what? Why? Here's the question I asked myself then. I asked myself this question. I asked myself, how did somebody like this slip under my radar? How did he slip? Why did I think at first that, nah, forget it. How did that happen? How did this happen? That's the question I asked myself. Why did I think he had nothing to do with nothing? Why? And then I started, I'm like, well, that's what everybody thought, though, right? The roommates thought that. The victim's friends thought that. They all thought the same thing. Nah. But here we see him doing things, though. And how can you forget a 17-minute phone call to your ex-girlfriend? How can you forget this? You don't forget this. Especially if your ex-girlfriend is going away from you. She's going to leave in what? I don't know, 2 months or whatever. She's going to say, bye, see ya, fuck off. I'm going to Texas. Now, how could you forget a 17-minute phone call in this situation? And you just saw her down at the corner club. Okay? What? 45 minutes ago? An hour ago? Whatever. Not very long. And you forget a 17-minute fucking phone conversation with your ex-girlfriend who is going to be leaving for Texas. You blow her off. Okay? All right. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense at all. No, it doesn't. Moscow police. Idaho State Police. This does not make sense. Do we see him being interrogated about it? No, we don't. Guys, look. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Here's what you're going to do with this fucking character. You're going to put it, again, like everybody else in this case, you're going to put screws to them. You're going to say to them, how the fuck can you not remember a 17-minute phone call, idiot? And then he's going to give you some bullshit excuse back, which he does. Not with this question, but with other things. Right? Right. So you're not going to let him off the hook, though. You're going to be like, well, gee, this is your ex-girlfriend, right? Yes, it's my ex-girlfriend. Well, gee, well, how can you forget a 17-minute phone call with your ex-girlfriend? The night she gets fucking killed. How can you forget? I don't know. I have no idea. Right, Moscow Police Department? You son of a fucking cocks. Brett Payne, you son of a fucking cock. You Gunderson and all these other characters. Rosenthal, suck my cock. Who's the other guys? Oh, there's a bunch of them. Right? Who's the fucking prick in charge? Dollinger. Hey, Captain Dollinger, suck my dick. You don't have a real police department, and this was not a real investigation. New York City is laughing at you. Fucking Los Angeles is laughing at your police department. Chicago is laughing at your police department. They think you're fucking pathetic. You aren't pathetic because you don't know how to conduct an investigation. However, this was not a real one to begin with. But they're still laughing at you. My God. Fucking hell, where else can we go? Orlando, Florida, Palm Springs, I don't know, any major city in the States that you could think of. Birmingham, Alabama, I don't know. Right? Portland, Oregon. Fucking San Francisco. Jeez, I don't know. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Every major police department will look at this and be like, what the fuck are you guys doing? You got to be the dumbest fucking police department I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God. Seriously. And not only the major cities, okay, but police departments who are actually real police departments. I mean, Jesus Christ. Well, sorry. But I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Because, guys, you and I watch the same stuff. You and I, we peruse, we go on YouTube. Let's just say we go on YouTube, okay? And we just we're in the mood to watch some things about crime and cases, okay? Right. And what do we see in these things? We don't see any of this. Not in this case. Nothing. There are no benchmarks that we know to be true that we see in videos of countless crimes, specifically murders, okay? There are no benchmarks that we see here. None that are real benchmarks. None. This is ridiculous. So, yes, again, Moscow should not have a police department. It should have been shut down immediately. There should have been a federal investigation into what they were doing, not just internal affairs, not that shit. I'm saying a real investigation into what the fuck these people are doing. However, when you're partnering with the FBI, that makes things a little harder, a lot harder here. Because once the FBI became involved, now you just can't do this shit. Now you have another layer of people involved that are protecting things. Yes, they are. Will we ever find out exactly what happened? Yeesh, difficult to say. But the more we hammer, the more you never know what we may find. In fact, everything... Like, again, it goes back to the beginning of this video, or this live, or whatever. The more that comes out, the more it looks really, really bad. Really bad. And you guys know this already. Again, nothing you don't already know. But really fucking bad. Really bad. I've never seen a case like this in my life. Now, Delphi, I gotta admit, didn't really pay attention. Look, I didn't follow Delphi very much. Yes, I should have. But... I think this even takes Delphi. For sure. Oh yeah. No doubt. Because, well, it's pretty close. I gotta say, in terms of cover-ups and screw-ups and terrible police work. Yeah, it's pretty close. But I'd say this case takes the cake because we have more victims. You know what I mean? Yes. No, we can't compare. I know we shouldn't compare like that. I get it. But... Well, we got 4 in this case, 2 in that case, right? 2 in that case. In that case, yes, we have younger victims. younger. So that does elevate things, but God, it's very, very close. Fuck. Fucking fuck. Something wicked this way comes. Yes, it does. Remember that. Remember that. And I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to say Jimmy Page. That's all I'm going to fucking say. That's all I'm going to say. Jimmy Page. Jimmy fucking Page. Yes. Now, here, I want to show you this.
Ranger, my name is Coy. Oh, no. Do you work in by, brother? Only after 9 in the morning. When I heard a parson had come to town, I had an image of a pale, scrawny, Bible-thumping Easterner with a linen handkerchief and bad lungs. That's me. Hardly. Your health, sir. You know, it occurred to me, it must be difficult for a man of faith to carry the message on an empty stomach, so to speak. So I thought, why not invite this devout and humble man to preach in town? Why not let the town be his parish? In fact, why not build him a brand new church?
Well, I can see where a preacher would be mighty tempted by an offer like that.
Oh, indeed.
First thing you know, he'd be thinking about getting himself a batch of new clothes.
Why, we'd have them tailor-made.
Then he'd start thinking about those Sunday collections.
Oh, in a town as rich as La Hood, that preacher, he'd be a wealthy man.
That's why it wouldn't work. You can't serve God and mammon both. Mammon being money.
I opened this country. I made this town what it is. I brought jobs and industry. I built an empire with my own 2 hands, and I've never asked help of anyone.
I hope Moscow, anybody from there happens upon this, they learn something from that. It's called blood money. Yeah, called blood money. That's right, isn't it? So, here is what we see. Well, we got Jack Decor voluntarily sitting in a police car.
We're processing
Yeah, don't we?
what's going on in the scene. As soon as we
Uh-huh.
know for sure, we can tell you guys what's going on. We absolutely will. I know it sucks to be in the dark with this, but
He's not saying anything to you.
okay. And what's your relationship again?
I'm the ex-boyfriend who's jealous and upset. But I don't look it.
Yeah, man. As soon as
I don't act like it.
we fill you in on what's going on, we'll let you know. Okay.
I don't know why I'm sitting in your fucking police car.
If you want to hang out here, you can because it's warm.
No! No! You fucking idiots. Now, I'm sorry if you guys, anybody out there is from Idaho. I'm not trying to insult you, but good grief. What is this? I mean, come on. Look, first of all, I mean, there's 30 million things wrong with this, but no, you're not going to tell them to hang out in your fucking car. No, get out of my police car. I may need it to transport somebody. Right? Moscow police. Did you forget about these little details? Like, gee, what if I need to put somebody, I need to put somebody in the back seat of my car and this idiot's sitting in it. Duh, I don't know what to do then. No. Ridiculous. Hey, Dr. G, that fucking moron I was analyzing earlier. What do you do with this? What do you do with this situation, Dr. G? Because you have a PhD, right, in idiocy. What do you do with this guy? Smart man. Smart people. What do you do with him? Well, you don't tell him to stay in your fucking police car. No, you tell them to get the fuck out because they may need it for something real. Oh, I don't know. Maybe somebody's injured and they need to go to the hospital like now. And your car, you're the one who's going to transport them because you can't wait for the ambulance to show up. I don't know. It may be something like that. But you don't want this idiot sitting in your car, though, fucking around or doing whatever he's doing. He's not handcuffed. So he has free use of his hands, does he not? Yes, he does. You don't know what's in his pockets. You looked at his hands, and he's got a cell phone on him right here because they didn't take it from him yet. And you're locking him in your fucking police cruiser. Or, well, you're not locking him in, but you're shutting the door, and you're voluntarily letting him sit in there for no reason. There is no reason why Hunter Johnson should be sitting in this guy's fucking police car. None. There's absolutely no reason for this. Because what if you actually need to use your car for some reason? Now, let's say, how about this? How about this, smart people on the other side of the wall? What if this schmuck, Nunes or whoever the fuck his name is, right? Whatever his name is. What if he gets a call right now and says, we got the suspect. He's 2 blocks down the street. All hands on deck. Get your asses over there, Nunes or Noons. And you get this idiot sitting in your fucking car. Well, then what do? Do you see? Do you see now? Logic, right? Right. Because Moscow police, are they psychics? Are they psychics? These are the little details that they forget and they overlook. See, you're not going to have somebody sitting in your police car. Not when you could be called to another crime scene within 2 minutes. You have no idea what's going on in this situation. But we're pretending, though, aren't we? This is pretending. See? Moscow. Yeah. Because think about it, guys. Think about it, really. What do we see in crimes? We see the situation happen. We see cops being run all over the fucking town when there's multiple scenes, but they don't know. See, at this very moment, the Moscow Police Department, they don't know what's going on here. They're trying to assess what's going on, and you have an idiot sitting in your police car for no reason. Moscow Police, Idaho, I hope you come upon me in my force, in my hammers, because I have a lot of them now, and they will not stop. Do you understand? This is ridiculous what we're seeing here. Not from a conspiracy point of view, just from a reasonable standpoint. What if I got called to look, what if somebody called in the radio and said, hey, we got the suspect. He's 2 blocks down from this house. We need you to get in your fucking car, but you got this schmuck sitting in it. Then what? Well, you need to get out, I guess. Or no, Moscow police would probably take him along for the fucking ride. Seriously. That's how dumb this is. This fucking stupid case, they probably say, hey, come along, Jack DeGore. We're going to hunt down the suspect. Why don't you come along for the ride? You fucking morons. And these people don't think we're smart. They don't think we're smart. Fuck you. Fuck you and your deceptions here. No. Hey, New York City Police Department, would you ever have a potential suspect willingly sitting in the back of your police cruiser at a quadruple fucking homicide where 4 people were mutilated to death and fucking there's blood dripping out of the house, and you got some idiot voluntarily sitting in the back of your police car, and you're letting him do that? New York City Police Department, I really want to hear from you. It's ludicrous, isn't it? Yes, it is. Thank you, New York Police Department. You would never allow that to happen. Well, maybe in 1977 you would, but not, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying, you're not going to do that. And I'm just saying, any other police departments with integrity and who aren't corrupt You are never gonna see that happen. Ever. Ever. I guarantee it. Right, Ken Maines? In all the time you spent at the Pennsylvania State Barracks that you worked at, you never, I bet my money you never would do that. And if you did, oh God, oh my God. How about this? What if you didn't search him thoroughly and you go to open that car door and he is your suspect, right? He is your suspect. And let's say Jack DeCour is suicidal. What if Jack DeCour is suicidal right there in that moment and you didn't search him properly and he has a hidden pistol in his fucking waistband and the minute you open your police cruiser car, he blows your fucking head off? Then what do you do? Well, then you're dead. Well, then you're fucking dead in the street. Yeah, all because you thought you're a psychic. See? It doesn't work like that. I'm a psychic. And I'm not that stupid. Oh my God. Fucking hell, guys. It's the little details, right, guys? Whenever we try to lie or cover things up, it's always the little details that are going to screw us in the end, including the police. The police do not escape it either, nor Idaho State Police, and not even the FBI. No, because the minute you start lying, the more it doesn't make any sense. And the more images and videos and pictures and all this come out, the more, and it just gets more and more and more. And again, my garden is the best garden in the world. And we're not stupid people by any means at all. In fact, we're very smart. But that's not even the point. We don't have to be highly intelligent to understand and recognize this. All we have to do is just think logically about the situation. But it's those little details that screw us up, though. Just like that. Just like letting Jack DeCour sit in your police cruiser for no reason. That's a major fuck up here, guys. It's major fuck up. And we know it. You know it. Everybody knows it who thinks orderly. It's ridiculous. New York City. Hey, New York City. I hope you're laughing at these fucking clowns. I hope you really are. Because guess what? You know what that's called? Getting the message across loud and clear. And guess what else it's called? It's called shaming your peers because they should be shamed. That's why I'm calling upon That's why I'm calling upon New York City, and that's why I'm calling upon Los Angeles and Atlanta and every other goddamn major city in the United States. It's called peer-to-peer. What would you do in this case? And they're all laughing at you, Moscow, Idaho. They're all laughing at you for trying to cover this up. And you look like even bigger fools. Ridiculous what I'm seeing. This is ridiculous. It's absurd. Fucking ridiculous. Oh my God. Anyway, I welcome any and all New York City Police Department to comment on this video. I really do, because I know you guys would never do anything like this in your life. It's too dangerous. You're putting your life in the hands of some idiot. You don't know who he is. He may have a little pistol in his waistband. Yeah, it sounds stupid, doesn't it? But that shit happens. It does. Ask any real police officer who has been in some shit, and they're going to tell you, you never fuck around like this. You don't fuck around like this. No. Because you're not a psychic. I'm a psychic. You're not. You idiots. My God. It's absurd. It's pathetic. It's corrupt. It's insane. It's every adjective and fucking thing you can think of to describe lunacy. Lunacy. Fucking lunacy. Anyway, this is the part where I say to you guys, pick a fucking song right now so I can play it for you. And then I'm going to take a smoke break because, well, I'm going to have to. Okay? I know. No, guys, I know you guys know this. I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence here. You guys already know this. I am trying to hammer and hammer and hammer and hammer until people get it through their thick fucking skulls. This is ridiculous. This is a menagerie. This is an illusion. This is a delusion is what we're seeing here. And it's driven by money and corruption. And I know you guys already know this, but I feel that's necessary to keep hammering home the same points over and over again. We have to. We have to. We fucking have to. Welcome everybody I missed. Everybody I missed, I apologize. Apologize to you. I really do. Queen Anne, welcome. Bianca, of course, I love you. Welcome, love. You've given me... Bianca, I love you. And the same token, Outcast, of course. Okay? Yeah. Outcast as well. Of course. My God. Mountain Myra, welcome, love. I missed you. I missed everybody. Well, that's because you're a stupid fucking prick, and that's why I need to have my own radio show here so I can show off my favorite songs to the garden, free from your interference, you dumb prick. I know, Stanley. But right now, we're letting the garden pick the song. Pick it! Welcome, Snow Pia. Welcome, Snow Pia. Welcome. Oh, now listen. I had to sell my house to Nels Olson, and he only gave me $5 for it because I owed him like, I don't know, at his store. I owed him like $57.50. You know how much money that is in fucking 1881 in Minnesota? It's like $100,000. Holy shit. Like, Charles, like, how much did you put on credit in 1881? I mean, how much credit can you possibly have? Holy crap. You're probably in the hole for like, I don't know, $15,000 in Minnesota. Well, yeah, Masternature, that's what I got into with Nels. But actually, no, Nels was pretty cool. But it was his fucking wife, Harriet, who fucked me over. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Well, that's how it goes. You know, you put everything on credit in 1881, and you got Harriet coming along, and, well, she's going to take advantage of you. I just say. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, guys. I have to take a smoke break. I really do. But before I do, if I can get away from ads, I want to show you this. I really do. And it's another goddamn ad. How many ads have I got here? How about this? Woo! Smoking in New Orleans, love. That's right. We're smoking in the New Orleans. Okay, here we are. Moscow, Idaho. Fuckers. You corn fuckers. Corn woman. I want to make some corn with you. Hey, speaking of corn, hang on. Speaking of corn, well, Idaho's known for potatoes, not corn. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. When it gets closer to Halloween, guys, you may see a Ouija board or two. I don't know. You might. You might see a Ouija board. Now, I don't like doing Ouija boards, but you may see one. But it ain't gonna be in this house. It may be in a graveyard. I don't know. We'll see what happens. For sure. Yeah. But I'll tell you what. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. Well, you guys already know this. When you start putting, like, etchings on your records and sending them out to the public, and they're like little spells on the records, You're a black magician. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You're a black magician. If you're doing that kind of shit, okay, yeah, for sure. Or yeah, sorry. Yeah, let's take a quick smoke break and then, yeah, I probably should wrap it up. Or something. Yeah. Well, we'll see. So, gotta leave you in the dark for just a little bit. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Moscow, Idaho. Oh, Master Nature, where you going? Oh my God, Ashley, why did you leave me? I got one bag of flour. Sorry, guys. I had to go to Garden City for a minute, and I had to take a smoke break. Yeah, Garden City. Interesting. Yeah. Well, Master Nature, why you ruining my fucking intro? You know what? I was gonna do a 1907 prelude here, okay? Because I didn't want you to have to make a 1907 prelude. See, I was going to do it on this one, see? And, the town that I actually had to go to, well, that's interesting that you say Garden City, because, the town I had to go to was called, it wasn't called Garden City. It was called Shadow, no, it wasn't called Shadow. What was it called back? I can't remember. My fucking memory is, I'm like 90 years old. You gotta remember this stuff, okay? But as a spirit guide, I'm much older than that. Much older. Much older than that, Tyrone, right? Master Nature, I don't know. Are you talking or am I talking? I don't know. I think my crystals don't work anymore. I think that's what I think. Well, I think that's a problem. Okay. Yeah, that's a big problem. But anyway, there I was. So listen, I'm going to give you the prelude to 1907 right now. I'm dropping it on black vinyl because I'm keeping you in the dark, right? No, you can't do that. Tyrone, you can't do that. Well, you do it all the time, idiot. Okay, well, put some light on it. Would you put some light on it? Fine. All right, you'd like to humiliate me, don't you? Okay. Anyway, 1907, prelude, all right. I'm going to keep it real short here. So listen, I got a telegram, okay? Here's what happened. So I woke up. Listen, Tyrone is 21 years old here. Tyrone is 21, okay? And he got a telegram. And his parent, well, my parent, right? He gave me the telegram and said, well, Tyrone, you better fucking read this. And I said, oh, okay, I'll read it. And so I'm like, listen, we're in a fucking grass shack down in the Delta, okay? And he hands me this telegram, and I'm reading this. It's from my two cousins, okay? The two cousins. And shall I spoil where they are? Anyway, the title of the town does have Garden in it, but it wasn't Garden City. Not like that. Not like that. See, back in 1907, Garden City, or whatever you think it is, it wasn't the same place, was it? No, it wasn't. Master Nature, are you doing the prelude, or am I doing the fucking prelude? Sorry, Tyrone. I kind of read your story. Well, not your story, but I read your little script. So I'm sorry. Go ahead. Well, thank you. Should I push him in the bog? I think I should push him in the bog. Anyway, excuse me. Anyway, yeah. So I got a letter from my two cousins, right? And they said, we got a big fucking problem down here, and we need your help. And by the way, if you help us solve our problem, we're going to pay you $50 in gold, okay? Now listen to this. $50 in gold in 1907 was a lot of money back then, okay? Like $50 in gold, that could buy you a house, okay? Well, you know this, my God. But that could buy you a house. So anyway, I get this telegram from my two cousins. They say, listen, Tyrone, we got a big fucking problem down here. We got some people here, and they think we're like really good at trapping stuff. Like trappers, okay? And we got some animal. They don't know what it is, but they got a big animal problem here, and they promised us a lot of money here to trap this animal and get rid of it for us, okay? Now, we're talking a small town, all right? And so, my cousins, I don't know why they thought about me, Tyrone, but they did. They thought about me. And I got this telegram. And my parents said, well, look, you ain't doing nothing else, are you? You ain't mowing the fucking grass, are you? Well, you ain't doing nothing except going to New Orleans and getting in trouble with Rainbow Lily, okay? Almost dying in a fucking graveyard, okay? No, you ain't doing nothing. So put your leather, well, they're not shoes. They're not really shoes. They're more like leather strips. So I put my leather strips on my feet, and I'm like, okay, well, what the fuck, where do you want me to go there, parent? Right? Parent? Well, go to the nearest fucking train station, okay? You know where it is. You've been there before. You went to New Orleans, all right? And you get your ass out there to your fucking cousins, because apparently they got a big problem out there, all right? And they're willing to pay you $50 in gold money. Gold fucking money. And back in 1907, before gold was banned, by the way, yeah, when was gold banned? Let me think about that. Now, gold was banned somewhere around, 1933 or some shit like that. I can't remember the fucking date. Tyrone is so fucking old, you won't even fucking believe it. But anyway, so yeah, I moseyed my ass on down to that fucking train station, and I waited on that train to take me to my cousins, and we're gonna trap a big old fucking animal. I don't know. The telegram said, we don't know what we're dealing with here, but it's big and it's nasty. And it may take a week before we can figure out how to get this fucking thing, all right? So there I was waiting at the fucking train station, right? Waiting on the train. And I knew it was coming. That train is going to come in. That train is going to come along here. The train always keeps a rolling, doesn't it? That train always keeps a rolling. Much like those hammers that Master Nature talks about. It's a good thing about trains. They will always run if you have a track for them. Now, don't. Yes, they will. They will always run if you have a track for them. Oh, yes, they will. Much like those hammers. Oh, yeah. All right. That's my prelude. And there is me, Tyrone, waiting at the fucking train station. And we are going to mosey on to a place that's not Garden City, but it's very, very similar to Garden City. But 1907. Now, back in 1907 here, we're talking about a forest. That hasn't been, well, It hasn't been made into a park yet. That's right. And I found it quite interesting, though. Well, we had a garden city in the Delta where I was. And you know what we do with that? It wasn't very big. It was about 5 miles square, okay? And what we did in this, we'd take all the shit that we didn't want and we fucking put it there. And sometimes we'd bury shit there. Shit that we didn't want. We'd bury it there. Just like everybody else in the town. They'd bring all their rubbish and garbage and shit that they didn't want. It was kind of like a fucking land hole where you just bring your shit and throw it in, right? Well, that's what it was like back then in 1907. It wasn't a fucking state park yet. No, it wasn't. Anyway, thank you, Tyrone, for that prelude to 1907. Well, thank you very much. Hey, part 1 comes out tomorrow, and it's going to be on purple vinyl for everybody. Purple vinyl, part 1, purple vinyl. But listen. Maybe I made a partnership with Target. No, I didn't. Tyrone, you didn't make a partnership with Target, all right? Well, no, but my garden needs some intrigue. They need some intrigue. Where, are you going to put a poster out with it, too? Well, yes, I am, in fact, you fucking asshole. Yes, there is a poster coming along, and guess what? It's going to be a blacklight poster. You remember those posters? It's going to be a blacklight poster, and you have to have a blacklight to fucking see the details in the fucking poster. Well, Tyrone, that's pretty ingenious of you, actually. Well, thank you, Master Nature. You never give me credit for the fucking ideas that I come up with, even though I've been saving your ass for 50 fucking years. You don't even know it. You don't even know it. You're just like that fucking asshole I didn't push him in the ball, but you know what happened to him. Okay. Oh, my God.
Do you take this woman?
No, I do not take this woman. In fact, I reject the woman. Oh, yeah. What it did? What it did? What it did? Oh, God, what it did? The time has come upon us, isn't it? Yes, it has. However, before we go into the great beyond, the great sleep, just for the night, I have to play one more little thing for you because a beautiful lily in this garden must have mentioned it a few times now, so I will play it for you, my lovelies, and lords, lads, dudes, and sugars. But I want you to know I'm paying attention to what you're saying to me, except in the chat, because I'm really terrible at it. However, here it is. And I am going to leave you with this, my loves. Now remember, what do we talk about? What do we talk about? It's the little details that are going to fuck you every time. So no matter what kind of scale we're lying on, whether it's a small scale or a large scale, and you guys already know this. Again, I'm not insulting anybody's intelligence here, okay? But, like Moscow, Idaho, okay? Once you start lying, you're gonna miss details. You think you covered them all, but you didn't, okay? And those little details are gonna bite you right in the fucking ass. And that's what we're seeing playing out. It hasn't played out so obviously, but now it is. Because, again, you guys know this. It's cause effect. Okay, cause and effect. Right? The more that comes out, the more we see. And the more we see those little details that don't add up. In Moscow, Idaho, police department, I hope you fucking come upon me in my fucking garden. And you will understand what it is to make a pact with the wrong thing. And that wrong thing that you made a pact with was to corruption, was to greed, was to money. And guess what it's going to do? It's going to bite you right in the fucking ass. And come Halloween, you will know fully how bad that is. No, not by any effect that I am going to do to you. Just by the sheer fact that it's going to be a full moon. And that full moon is going to shine light upon all the darkness that you've been making deals with here. You understand? Now, I never denied the fact that I was a psychic. You understand? I never denied that. However, I'm just going to say this again. Somebody who etches things into their albums and puts them out to the public, you know what they're called? In phrases like, do what thou will, right? And Aleister Crowley, okay? You know what they're called? They're called black magicians. And you don't want to fuck with them. You never want to fuck with a black magician. Whether or not you believe in that shit, it doesn't matter. You do not want to fuck with them. You do not. Because you just never know what you're getting into. Do you, Moscow, Idaho? No, you don't. And you don't know what you got yourself into with this shit. Because, I'm telling you, it's going to bite you right in the fucking ass. You don't think it right now. You may feel secure and safe in what you did. That's good. You should. You should feel safe and secure in what you did. But guess what? That darkness that you made a deal with, that darkness doesn't forget what you did. And guess what? Some people can call upon that darkness. Yes, they can. Just saying. Much like Mr. Jimmy Page. Absolutely. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with this, my lovelies and lords and lads and dudes, because I do pay attention to my garden. Yes, I do. No channel, no garden. As above, so below. So here it is. Here it is. Besides the ass. No, we're not doing that. Here is what I... Hey, Katie. Welcome, my love. Thank you for the artwork. I love it. It's beautiful. Beautiful artwork. Beautiful. Absolutely. I could never do that. You know that? I'm going to leave you with this. It's not this. It's not that. That's not it. It's this. This, not this. This is what you're looking for. That is what you're looking for. In Moscow, Idaho, I think you look for this. And I hope you understand that because you look for this, well, guess what? Guess what this is doing? This now is looking for you. This is looking for you now. And that is something you should not have done. Because you made a pact. You made a pact with something you shouldn't have made a pact with. Yes, you did. And guess what? Those little details that you forgot, guess what they're going to do again? Because you made a pact with this. These little details that you forgot, in honor of this. Yes, these are symbols too. These are symbols as well. Do you understand now what you made a pact with? You did not make a pact with this. You made a pact with this. Wrong pact. You should have made a pact with this. This is what you should have done, but you didn't. And now it's going to bite you in the fucking ass. Because this thing that you made a deal with, this thing doesn't fuck around. Do you understand? It does not mess around. It does not. Now, they don't know that. They do not know that, but they will. And some of them already have experienced this. And the further we go along here, I think all of them are going to experience what this is when they should have made a deal with this. Do you understand now? Yes, you do. My garden knows this, but I'm saying this is what you should have made a deal with. But you didn't. And guess what? These symbols will not go away. No, they will not. And being a psychic that I am, these symbols speak to me every day. Every day these symbols speak to me. And guess what they're telling me? They're telling me Moscow, Idaho Police Department and Moscow, Idaho should not have made a deal with this. They made the wrong deals. And it's going to bite you right in the fucking neck. Trust me, it is. So be it. So says I. So says I. You know why? Because this. Here's why. I am because I am. That's all you need to know. Fuck off, Moscow. And thank you for the logical song. Thank you for that. And before I go, and before my garden, and before we pick this up tomorrow, let me tell you this. Yeah, you think I'm crazy, but you will see. Yes, you will. One way or another, people in denial, you will fucking see. Absolutely. So, I'm going to leave us and the garden with this little thing. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Gee. Yeah, here it is. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Well, there's a lot of things we could do. I don't know. Yeah, get on with it, asshole. All right, well, here's what we can do. We can do this. It's more like this. This is what they should have done. This is what they should have done. This is the pact that they should have made with, okay? Here's what they should have done. And no, it's not an ad. I've got to figure that out.